Okay, cool. So the next thing I want to go over is justification for you guys. The justification is so important in the pitch because it's the reason you're there in the first place, right? So as you go on to the sale and as we keep making these videos, I'm going to dive more into it, but the justification is ultimately why you are there on their doorstep to begin with, right? So the reason you are there on their doorstep as a door-to-door salesman, so important, right? So as the sale goes on, they ask stuff like, well, let me think about it, right? You go back to the reason you were there in the first place. That's the justification step. So justification, right? The reason I was dropping by is I work for blank and blank, right? These are the name drops. They'll be on your iPad and you'll be able to see the active and existing customers in the area, right? Using your iPad. It's mainly been for a lot of the insert a couple of bugs, right? So it's mainly been for some of the ants, the spiders, the wasps, ticks, fleas, carpenter bees, stink bugs, hornets, Japanese beetles, carpenter ants, mice. There's a lot of things you can say here. What I try to say is I try to say a couple of bugs maybe that would be on the eaves, a couple of bugs that maybe would be getting inside potentially, and then a couple of bugs that are in the yard. So a really quick hot button statement would be like, it's been mainly for a lot of the sugar ants, spiders in the basement, some of the wasps up here, and then of course like ticks and fleas in the yard, right? Notice how wasps up here, ants and spiders, and like ticks and fleas, right? So I've kind of covered the full scope of it. And then say, so look, and that statement, so look, brings them in, captures their attention, right? So look, if I can get you guys done while my trucks are here, I'm doing it for more than half off. So this is the entire example said. Hey, so the reason I was dropping by today, I'm working for a bunch of the neighbors. Do you guys know Katy Perry right over here with the Mercedes-Benz? Johnny Depp, he's got that crazy tattoos on his arm and stuff. It's been mainly a bunch of the spiders, some of the ants, of course, wasps up here, and then ticks and fleas in the yard. So look, if I can get you done while my trucks are out here today, taking care of all the other neighbors, I'm doing it for more than half off.